We're not here to paint you a perfect life because we're not living perfect lives. We're just living normal lives, but with a lot of awareness. Who is it that I really want to help? And what do I really want them to achieve? And this word radiance, feminine radiance, just kept coming.
Welcome to Raw, Real, and Radiant with Claire Poho, the podcast where we ditch performance and perfection and come back to what's true, what's alive, and what's radiant. I'm Claire Poho, aka the Radiance Queen, and today I'm sharing something personal. I'm talking about why I rebranded this podcast, what radiance means to me, and how this evolution reflects on what I came to understand about my own journey, about life, and how it reflects into the work that I do with women. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm here today to give you a little update. Things look a little different. I have a new name. I rebranded my podcast. So until now, my podcast was called The Awakened Boho because my name is Claire Poho and I come from Bohemia, aka the Czech Republic. And I've lived a very boho life for most of my life, right? From my teenage years through my entire adulthood. I've been nomading. I've been moving from country to country. I've been traveling. And that's what the original meaning of the word Bohemian stands for. So they were these gypsies, these free-spirited nomads who were living this free-spirited lifestyle. They were playing music and dancing and moving from place to place and just living in the present moment. And they were roaming Europe. And people thought that they originally came from Bohemia, aka the Czech Republic. And so that's where the word Bohemian came from. And so it's tied to this nomadic lifestyle, this free-spirited lifestyle, this freedom-oriented lifestyle. And I've lived that lifestyle and I am a Bohemian and my name is Claire Poho. And so I thought, the Awakened Boho was the perfect name for my podcast, also because I came up with the brand Awaken Your Inner Boho. I knew already when I started my brand that that's what I wanted to help people do, especially women. I dedicate my time and energy to helping people overcome trauma, heal emotional wounds, come into wholeness within themselves, rewiring their nervous system to safety and eventually to, pleasure and freedom and joy and just full self-expression. So I do really, really deep work. I work a lot with trauma, a lot of very serious things. And I did that myself for many years, right? I've just been stuck in cycles of healing trauma. And I did for sure. But I was like, okay, I need to heal more. I need to heal more. I need to heal more. And I didn't see anything beyond it. I just saw the healing. But then eventually I understood. And honestly, plant medicine helped me with this massively. Literally, plant medicine told me, and you may have heard me say that before, that my only purpose in this lifetime is to fully pursue my pleasure and my joy and my freedom. And then by extension, I will help others do that. And so finally it clicked, like that's why I was healing all this trauma. And that's why I was on this deep spiritual journey and just releasing my old programming and subconscious patterns and all my limiting beliefs, lack mentality and all this pain and struggle and suffering mindset inside of me so that I could actually live that amazing life full of freedom, full of pleasure, full of joy. Not that I had not been living that until then. I have always tried to live that. But the more I heal, the more I'm able to actually step into that carefree joy. The more I'm able to enjoy life, the more I'm able to be in the present moment instead of just overthinking like, oh, what did I say? Was it stupid? Oh, how do I look on camera? What do people think? Oh, what am I going to do? Oh my God, what if I run out of money? So constantly like either being stuck in the past or stuck in the future, worrying about the future, waiting for the other shoe to drop. So instead, when we heal that, we get to be in the present moment. And when we are in the present moment, we can enjoy the beauty. Like, look, I can be sitting here, and if I'm just obsessing about something, I'm not going to be able to enjoy this beautiful scenery because I'm like overthinking, like, did I say something stupid? Do they think I'm stupid? But if I'm just in the present moment, I'm like, wow. This flower is so beautiful. This bird is so beautiful. This skyline is so beautiful. And look, all the way in the back, there's a kite, and I can be present to the magic. So that's the point of my entire work. That's the point why I show up here, why I talk to you guys, why I'm so passionate about this, because I want more people to experience this freedom, this pleasure, this joy, this, just life, right? Experience more of life, actually be present in our actual life so that we can be present for the magic. magic that is happening all the time, everywhere, every single day, all around us. We just don't see it because we're so like stuck in our worries and our to-do lists, our errands, our work, our schedule, our routine, our pain, overthinking. What did we say? What did the boss say? So anyways, that's the whole point. And if you're here, congratulations, because you're onto something. So the Awakened Boho, it was going in that direction. So I said I help people awaken their inner boho, like that inner, pleasure-minded, free-spirited, live in the present moment kind of person. But I've thought about it a lot, like who is it that I really want to help? And what do I really want them to achieve? And this word radiance, feminine radiance just kept coming and coming and coming throughout my own journey, right? Throughout my own healing and exploring what is there more to life. And so I realized that I want to help women, and especially women like me, women who have, built a successful life, they've built a career, they've probably traveled the world. They're very independent, but oftentimes hyper independent. That has been my case. So very independent, very successful, well-traveled, and basically live a tremendous life, but the feeling is not quite there yet. Like there's this like quiet nagging feeling of like, is this it? Like, is this how I'm supposed to feel? Like, why do I still feel this way? Why am I still not enough? Why? Oh, am I too much? Like, am I posting too much now? Like now I just went on a trip. I'm just going to post that. And like, oh, is that too much? Are people going to think I'm too much? Are they going to be jealous? Are they going to unfollow me now? So all these things. And so it's like, I want to help these women like me who have done a lot of things. And frankly, they live a beautiful life, but they still feel off. They feel like something's missing. And so what is it? Feminine radiance. So this is a concept that I've heard about a lot. And I was like, okay, what does that mean to me? And how much am I embodying it? And how much more can I embody it? So to me, feminine radiance, or just radiance. Let's talk about radiance. If you're not feminine and you're here, welcome. You're so welcome here. And this is a concept that pertains to all. So radiance to me it's just aliveness. Honestly, it's joy, it's lust for life, it's aliveness, just being present to life, moving in a way that feels free to me, and just radiating joy and beauty and presence, being embodied in my body. And to me, it's a kind of beauty, but it's not beauty that's just like picture perfect. Quite frankly, I think that you can be aesthetically, objectively almost, you could be ugly, let's say, even what a concept, right? Like you could be ugly almost and still be radiant and be attractive and be like the juiciest, most attractive, charismatic woman on the dance floor because you have this je ne sais quoi, the it factor, that charisma, that, oh my God, people look, men stop in their tracks and they're like, what does she have? Like, I want to be around her. I want to be in her energy. And so it's that kind of beauty. But yeah, to me, it's mostly aliveness. It's just like this spark of life, this spark of joy, yeah, just, there's something alive and like it's going, it's moving, right? And it makes people want to be around you and have a little bit of that, have a sip of that juice. I think as women, we have so much more access to it. But of course, it applies to men as well. There's this aliveness, this charisma, this presence, this almost childish joy. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And people who have that are my favorite kind of people. So that's what radiance means to me. And so today, I help women step into their radiance, reclaim their radiance, and live from that place. And so I finally decided to rename the podcast from The Awakened Boho to Raw, Real, and Radiant. And honestly, nothing's changing. I already have 37 episodes uploaded, right? And this is what I think describes them the most, because I want to live from a place of radiance and I want to inspire people to step into their radiance and live from their radiance. I talk now more and more about feminine energy and the feminine wounds and how I help women. But most of my episodes, and they're not gendered at all, most of the conversations and a lot of my conversations on the podcast in the past have been with men. So it's really raw and real conversations. And what do I mean by that? So to me, authenticity and vulnerability are very important values. And that's what most of the conversations, all of the conversations, honestly. So by raw, I mean, it's tender, it's vulnerable. Like we talk about painful stuff. We talk about shadow work. We talk about things that hurt us or problems that we're dealing with. It's very unfiltered. And so real goes kind of, hand in hand with the raw. But yeah, it means it's authentic and not me and not other people who come on my podcast. We're not here to paint you a perfect life because we're not living perfect lives. We're just living normal lives, but with a lot of awareness. So we're not afraid to analyze sometimes what we're doing, what's working, what's not working, what we're struggling with. And we're not afraid to talk about it. And we talk about it because we believe that if we talk about it, it can help other people who are going through something similar and maybe haven't thought about it or don't have that experience or don't have the language for it. Or maybe they know somebody who's going through something like that, but they don't understand what's going on. And so if we can share about our own experiences truthfully, honestly, with no pink glasses, raw and real, then we're hoping we can help other people. So that's really the idea of my podcast. And so I think Raw, Real, and Radiant really describes the bulk of all of my past episodes, where most of them are really just raw and real conversations about the human journey of transformation and healing and personal development. And there's these bits of radiance sprinkled all over because that's the end goal, right? For me, that's the purpose, that's the driving force. Like, I do all this deep work so that I can live in radiance. And so I think this name really ties it all together. And I hope to do many, many more Radiant episodes in the future. The raw and real is going to keep coming. That's kind of like the deciding principle. It's like, you want to be on my podcast? Are you willing to be raw and real? And can you find the radiance in your life, right? Like, can you find the joy? So yeah, in the introduction to this podcast, when I did the introduction to the Awakened Boho, I said that there were going to be conversations about traveling and living a free-spirited lifestyle in the vibes of the Boho lifestyle, that there were going to be conversations about travel and free-spirited living and nomading and things like that. And that was in the spirit of the Boho lifestyle. And I still want that, and it's coming. And I want to, talk to more people who are, digital nomads or who dance or just do all these fun things. And obviously a lot of people in my circle are these kinds of people. So that's staying because that's radiance to me. And that's the point of it all. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to the Raw, Real, and Radiant podcast. My name is Claire Poho. I'm your host. I am the Radiance Queen on Instagram, and I am the founder of the Radiance Academy. What is the Radiance Academy? It is my signature group container where I help women to do the deep work, to completely rewire their nervous system from survival and overachieving and chasing to receiving, to rest, to being nourished, receiving support, being held, and attracting and magnetizing the opportunities they deserve, soul-aligned community, deep love, and frankly, everything they desire. And I'm not going to teach you some 3-step formula. Do this, do that. This is how you talk to men to attract deep love. That's not what it's about. Because in my world, everything we do is about energy. I believe in energy. I believe that energy is everything. And I believe that the energy behind the action is what matters. And so if I'm still stuck in my mind, I'm still in overthinking, I'm still in hyper independence, and I don't truly feel worthy of that kind of love or worthy of that kind of nourishment or of that kind of man, then I can say all the right things, but he's going to feel it and he's not going to choose me. He's not going to be interested. He's not going to pursue me. But if I embody this radiance, this aliveness, this joy, this power, this feminine juice, then I don't have to say anything at all. And they'll come to me because I'll magnetize them, because people feel energy. And I'm sure this happened to you. Imagine that somebody sends you a random message on Instagram and they say, hey, I saw you at that event and I thought you were so cute. And so I talked to all these 100 people and finally I found your contact. Like, I just had to contact you. And imagine the guy is like really handsome. He's got it all. And he's like your dream guy. And you're like, oh my God, that's so romantic. Like, oh my God, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm going to tell everybody how romantic and amazing this guy is. But imagine this guy is like not very attractive. He looks a little awkward. And he's like, kind of just like not the coolest guy. But imagine he's done the exact same thing and he texted you the exact same words. Now, what are you going to say? Oh my God, what a creep. Oh my God. Like, he just, what? Like, he stalked me. He talked to 100 people to find me. Oh my God, it's so creepy. Like, I feel so scared right now. I'm so creeped out, right? So it's not about the action. It's not about the words. It is all about the energy you embody. And let me be clear. It's not like he's handsome, like his facial features are great, right? It's about the energy. Like, is he coming from a place of confidence or from a place of weirdness, right? So yeah, energy is everything. And so in my program, I help women process for these deep layers of conditioning, of wounding, of trauma, of those patterns. And trust me, I know this. I've traveled the world by myself. For half of my life, I was dragging my suitcases around the world and there was nobody to help me. So I learned I had to be independent. But then when I didn't have to be that independent anymore, it took me so long to understand that and to rewire that and to change that. Like, I wasn't even available. I wasn't seeing, like, I was like this. I wasn't seeing the support that was available. I thought I had to do everything by myself. And so I was pushing support away, pushing men away. Like, it's like, I've got this, right? And so I just want you to get that we are unable to see our own shit. And we're so deep in it. And so we need to slowly peel back the layers and heal the wounds that are underlying all of that. And then we can start rewiring our nervous system through connection, through support, through deep emotional healing in the presence of another, through genuine loving connection and presence.
And that's what happens inside the Radiance Academy. It is structured as a journey. There is level 1 that is for 3 months, level 2 another 3 months, and level 3 that is 9 months. So together it is designed as a 15-month-long journey so that you can truly do the deep work, stay in the container, be consistent, and come back every week for practice, repetition, practicing the tools, learning more, going deeper, reflecting, having things reflected back to you. I would recommend you join for the full journey because that's how it is designed, but you can also start with the first 3 months and see where it takes you and follow your own pacing. The results are deep. Women are feeling safer, more stable, knowing how to resource themselves, attracting sparkly conversations with men. It is really, really beautiful to watch. Doors are opening very soon. If it's calling you, do reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram at The Radiance Queen or send me an email to claire.poho@gmail.com to ask any questions. Feel into it. We can jump on a call. We'll see if it's a fit and we'll take it from there. Again, thank you for being here, for following me and witnessing me on my journey. I am very much looking forward to the next chapter of Raw, Real, and Radiant. I'll see you in the next one.